So, how many guys do you know what a cyst is? How many of you guys know what a kidney is? So you put those two together, you get polycystic kidney disease. And so polycystic kidney disease is when you have numerous cysts growing on your kidneys, and these cysts are just filled with fluid. So some of it can be harmful, and then some of it cannot. Too many of these cysts can result into kidney failure, and then there's only 4 stages of kidney disease, and it literally just goes in order. So first stage is like very limited. Second is kind of getting worse. Third is like you need to really watch out, and the fourth is like you need to have dialysis to flush out your kidneys since your kidneys can't do it for you anymore. So, according to the National Kidney Foundation, 600,000 people in the United States have kidney disease, and is the fourth leading cause to kidney failure, and this can happen in men and women. So most people don't really know they have kidney disease until they're 30 or 40, which is pretty bad because by that time you're already at stage 3 or 4 and you're going to need dialysis within the next few years. And then some symptoms, these are just common symptoms. There's back pain, increase in your abdomen, blood in your urine, bladder infections, and high blood pressure. People can be diagnosed through either like family genes, so most of the time you're going to have it as hereditary, and other times you can have it mutated through your genes, which means your grandparents could have it, and then it could pass through your parents, and then you could have it yourself. So, and then the most common way doctors can find that you have kidney disease is through an ultrasound. And so, for an ultrasound is like when you have a baby, they have that little wand and they go through your stomach and they just find out where it's at. And then sadly, there's no cure for PKD. So once you have it for life, and there's no like shot or medicine like you can have to like get rid of it. But there are pretty few ways to like help prolong the like system of having it. So you can reduce your salt intake, closely monitor your blood pressure because that's a big key factor to help or like what stage you're at. Hydrate, since your kidneys can't really function very well, you need to hydrate and flush out your kidneys so that toxic stuff doesn't stay in there. And then medications such as Tylenol, ibuprofen, stuff like that you will take to eliminate back pain. And then this is my personal story. So this is an actual scan of my ultrasound. And so these little like bubble looking things are those are the cysts that are on my kidneys right now. And so in December of 2016, I was at a Christmas get-together, and I had to go to the bathroom, and I urinated blood for the first time in my whole life, and I was like, what's going on here? So I just thought it was a fluke. I'm not going to tell my parents yet. And then the next morning, it happened again, and I was like, all right, this is not okay. Like, I'm going to go tell my parents. And so in December 2016, I was diagnosed, and then 3 months later, like I told you guys before, I lacered my kidney, so that didn't help any. And then I go to a doctor every 6 to 12 months at Johns Hopkins, which is called a nephrologist, which is a special kidney doctor, and I basically have to do blood work, just different tests to make sure that I'm not going to the upper stages. And then according to radiopedia.org, the average kidney size is 4 inches, and my kidneys are actually 6, so mine are very enlarged. And if you were to look at my stomach this way, you can see the difference between this side of my stomach and this side, so it's kind of uneven because that's how big my kidney is on that side. And so in conclusion, kidney disease is nothing to mess with. It can be very shallow at first until you get older and they recognize that you're getting worse and worse. And so just the basics of taking precautions is what's needed. So.